Bonjour, howdy, I'm Geoff Marslett. I'm here with the film Quantum Cowboys at the Champs-Élysées Film Festival, and I'm thrilled to be joining you on Road to Cinema.
Hi Geoff, welcome to the Champs-Élysées Film Festival. Your movie Quantum Cowboys has been nominated. Could you tell me what the story is aligned?
I studied physics before and math before I became a filmmaker. So I had for a long time wanted to make a film that was capturing what I think of as the real excitement of a slightly more scientific take on the multi-world. There's so many films right now, which I enjoy watching as well, but these multiverse adventures that really are all just about, there's four of the same thing. But a lot of multi-world theory also has to do with uncertainty theory and with these ideas that multiple universes are all possible, but they do meet up and extinguish each other to become one version of history, one version of the world. And an extrapolation of this, so this is all very confusing, I apologize to all viewers in advance, but I really also like thinking about memories and our own experiences. So I tried to create a blend of both of those in this movie. So this movie is about every individual experiencing life, our own memories. So we have our version, the way we remember something. That, in essence, creates its own universe. And each of us has our individual universe of the way we remember the world. And the only way we can communicate with someone else our own experience, because no one else can really have our same experience, is by creating art. So we take pictures, we write songs, we have arguments, which are all forms of creating art that present our version, and eventually those all fight amongst everyone speaking, and 10 years after an event, we've settled into what we think is the history. A single photograph is how we remember that moment. The stories that families tell, that's how we remember that moment. And this movie was my attempt to communicate that in cinema and do it without saying, here's what this is, but do it by trying to make people feel what life is like with these when you take time out of it as a variable. So there's a very confusing answer to your very simple question, and we hung all that on the story of two cowboys looking for a musician who might or might not be dead, which is in itself an allusion to Schrodinger's cat, but yeah, there it is.
Why did you cast John Way and Lily Gladstone to act in your movie?
You always hope that you're going to get cast members that really embody these characters. When I wrote this screenplay, I was such a fan of Lily Gladstone's work. I wrote the Lindy character for Lily and hoped that she would have time in her schedule, hoped that she would be able to do this film. There's a kindness and a charm about John, and he plays this every-person way of going through the adventure that I think it's very easy for an audience member to connect to the character Bruno. John brought that so amazingly. And the whole cast really, though, by getting a chance to bring Gary Farmer into this, getting a chance to bring Alex Cox, these other cinematic heroes of mine. I'd never worked with David Arquette or Kiowa Gordon, but they blew me away. Kaya was this incredible physical actor, and David Arquette, for all that people might remember him from some silly, not in a bad way, but silly, fun romantic comedies of his younger career, he also has this gravity that was so nice, and his chemistry with Frank Mosley, just across the board, it was incredible for me to get to work with that team. And I watched this movie, and I'm like, they're better than I could have ever made them be, so I love it.
Geoff, when you get back to the USA, maybe in Colorado or in Texas, what are you going to tell your American friend or your cat, Fat Face, about the Champs-Élysées Film Festival?
First thing I'd tell everyone is I just hope you're lucky enough to get to show a film here one day. To spend evenings looking at the Arc from this rooftop. So I guess I would tell everyone just, try to make a film that can get in here. Really, it's a good idea.
To conclude, what is your best memory here?
I still think the best memory, as much as I was sweating and I've got acne now because I've been wearing this hat and a suit, despite all that, this sort of fever dream magic of still a room full of people who are all going like this, but they're asking questions and they want to know more about why you did it. That just gets me so excited. So honestly, I'm going to say Q&As with the audience. It's just so nice to have someone care enough about your film that they want to know these things.